These Hot Idiots is a podcast featuring our hosts, two full-grown adult men. Together, they watch teen drama and young adult-oriented television shows one episode at a time. These Hot Idiots is a comedy podcast and isn't meant to be taken as real criticism. This podcast uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
All right, we are back for a late night recording of These Hot Idiots.
Go ahead. Sorry. I interrupted you a little.
Yeah, sure.
For once, we're actually going to do the introductions. Damn it.
Yeah, now I'm not going to do it.
Fucking, God damn it. Okay, sorry. So this is Mega.
He's
once again
Mega.
doing the and he's Ash. The one time. Because I think I've psyched myself into thinking he's not going to do the intro. I'm going to have to do the intro.
Yeah.
And the one time.
Shows what you think.
All right. Actually, I was going to apologize for the fact that this ended up being a late recording because my Wi-Fi fucked up for a bit, or my Wi-Fi reception fucked up on my computer.
Yeah, it did.
And we had to reboot the router in the house. And now it works.
I kept telling you to reboot the router, and you didn't do it.
Well, one, it's a new router that I don't know how to reboot. Leave me alone.
You can reboot anything if you unplug it.
I feel like there's more complex instructions than that.
Literally, my router's instructions are unplug it, count to 5, plug it back in.
All right. But yeah, that ended up meaning we weren't able to record yesterday. So we're recording tonight.
Yes, and Season 2, Episode 8 of The Vampire Diaries. Episode just called Rose, because I think that's
Rose.
the name of the vampire.
That's one of the vampires we are introduced to. One of the free new vampires we've got.
There was one thing I forgot, like, where did they say they were? Hold on. See if there's
I don't think they...
Well, they showed it on a map, but I didn't see the name of the place.
I didn't see it either, but I think it's like... They showed areas around it. Like, they're still in Virginia, because they show, like, Roanoke.
Yeah. So they're just in a random field, like this dude in a car with curly hair.
They're 300 miles from Mystic Falls.
Yeah, and this guy's in a fucking Ford Taurus, and he's doing like a drug deal, but the drug deal's Elena.
And not really a drug deal then.
And the guy in the car's like, "You got this stuff?" It's like, "Yeah, I got the stuff. She's in the trunk."
At first, I thought we were going back to Georgia based on the like just we're out in a field again.
Yeah. So they do the swap, and then the guy with there's like a dude with sunglasses and like a fucking trucker hat.
Trucker hat. And he eats the other guy.
And no, he's like, "Come closer," and then like he's gonna kill you, and he's like, "Come closer again, come even closer," and then he kills him, and it's like, well, I mean, you kind of walked into that one.
And we cut to the title, Vampire Diary, an ancient presence in Mystic Falls.
I don't think the intro happened yet, because it happened at the end, too, unless they did, like, a double intro.
So did they not do it? Did they not do an intro at the start? Am I wrong?
I don't know. All I know is for 100 years I've been... No.
Wait, no, that was what started the episode, of course, so...
Yes.
Anyway, so that guy's dead and just kind of left to just sit there with the Ford Taurus as the other guy drives off?
Yeah, there's just a fucking Ford Taurus in the middle of the field.
With a body next to it.
With a body next to it. It's a perfectly good Ford Taurus.
Not conspicuous at all.
But instead, we cut to Jeremy, and he's fixing his stupid swoop hair.
He's fixing up his stupid swoop hair, and he knocks on Elena's door, and then
"Hey,
it's
Elena,
like,
can you help me comb my hair?" And then Elena's not there because she was kidnapped. And she's in some guy's trunk at the moment.
Yeah, he walks in, he like opens the door, and like bed's not been slept in.
Damon and Caroline talk about how she covered for Tyler and called what happened an accident, and now he's a werewolf. And Damon's like, "Yeah, but werewolves can kill vampires, so what you should do is like not talk
Don't make
to him.
friends with them.
Don't be friends with him. It's not like he could be a useful ally if we
help him.
If we help him at some point."
You know, you'd think
I'm telling you, dude. It's just I feel like that makes more sense.
That makes way more sense to have a werewolf ally, especially dealing with like problems like Elena,
Yeah,
or not Elena, Catherine.
yeah.
Elena's not a problem.
Elena is a problem. No.
No.
Tyler is at school and he sees like a missing poster for Amy, and they got a little mural set up at her locker with like flowers and a tennis racket.
I think it's set up for Sarah, because Sarah is at least like announced dead.
Yeah,
It is
might be
definitely
Sarah.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a tennis racket and some like I think there was like a toy dinosaur or something.
Yeah, so stuff like that.
I want to see if there's a screen cap of the Oriole. Okay, let me let me take a look. There's a pink teddy bear with a tiara. There's flowers. There's candles, like candles you get from a store. There's 2 more teddy bears, and then a yellow elephant. And it says we'll miss you, Sarah. Yeah, it is Sarah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a random tennis racket and like a little picture, like picture collage.
Rest in peace, Sarah. You were a character.
You tried to stab Tyler. You will be remembered.
You stole Tyler's moonstone once.
You stole his moonstone and he pushed you down the stairs.
Was she being compelled by Catherine even then?
Oh, maybe. That might be interesting. I don't know if they'll say it, but I think you can imply it.
Yeah. Because that would explain why she was grabbing the moonstone, being all playing keep away with it.
Hey, is this rock important? I'm gonna steal it.
that
I hope
wow,
I don't fall.
God damn it.
That's awful.
It's terrible, but fuck it.
Tyler like opens his locker, but he breaks the lock off because he's super strong now.
He can't control his super strength.
Jeremy talks to Stefan and he's like, "Hey, it's cool that like you and Elena are back together." And Stefan's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? She's not at my house." And they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh shit!"
Jeremy thought that Elena was sleeping over at Stefan's, and Stefan's like, "No, we just we left on, we talked a bit, but she didn't come with me. Where is she?"
And then the sunglasses guy dumps her on a couch in like a little dilapidated McMansion out in the middle of nowhere.
We're just in a little dilapidated house, and he unties her, which is
he ties her up, which is weird.
He is untying her.
Oh, okay, so he's untying her, and then he
had her tied up, and then unties her, and it's fucking weird.
And then tries to drink her blood, and then like some British lady with like a terrible haircut stops him.
It's like a shittier version of the Alice cut.
Yeah, it's like a worse Alice cut.
God damn.
Got the fringes. She's got the fringes.
Yeah, she's got like fringes on it, and like it's much longer. It just looks wrong.
And Elena's like, "Hey, what do you want?" And then the girl just bitch slaps her.
She keeps telling Elena to be quiet, and Elena isn't being quiet. And then she just smacks her.
Shut up. Shut your ugly old time ancient ass up.
God damn. Of all the things.
Fucking Petey Wheatstraw, baby.
Petey Wheatstraw. Oh, man.
Fuck, where was I?
I think we cut to another scene after this, after she slaps Elena unconscious.
Damon and Stefan are talking, and they're just like, wait, so what did you do with Catherine? And he's like, I put her back in the tomb. And it's like, yeah, but, does you know how Elena went missing? And, well, yeah. I mean, she said something something's going to happen.
She was going to get kidnapped.
She said that she was going to get kidnapped or something, and then, like, Stefan's like, I'm going to go talk to Catherine. And Damon's like, why?
No. She's just going to want to be let out.
Just going to want to be let out. But it's like, yeah, you should have killed her.
You should have done that. Done the whole killing her thing.
Why didn't you fucking kill her? You idiot.
Fucking Damon.
Damon sucks.
You are We're better than this, man.
Come on, man. You've killed people randomly before. If they were like even a minor threat, you can't kill Catherine.
Like, even if they weren't a threat, but just to get at somebody, you would kill someone. Ah, you're better than this, Damon.
Tyler at school asks Caroline how she knows about vampires and werewolves and stuff, and she's like, oh, "Werewolves? Ha! That girl died, and I was just trying to help you." And he's like, "That what?" So Elena, now untied, just wanders around the house, I guess,
Because they untied. Jesus
because they
Christ.
untied her for some reason, and they're having an argument in the other room, and Elena's like wandering in. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, sneaking up on us.
You're sneaking around here. Why did we untie you?"
Why did we untie you?
They mention Elijah, and then they're vague at her.
I think, is this where they... No, it's going to be a later scene where they talk about the originals.
The originals. Well, when in my notes, when it starts writing the originals in all caps, I'll know they're talking about the original.
Ah, good. Oh, you're right. We are not there yet.
Stefan wants to go free Catherine again, and Bonnie wants to use Jeremy's blood for a tracking spell, and she like drops some of his blood on a map.
She slices the palm of his hand, which I can't remember exactly why this is a bad idea. I get that TV does it all the time
The weird thing was, like, she used like 4 drops of blood to like coalesce and then point out where Elena was on the map.
You could have poked like a fingertip.
Just get one of those like diabetic meter things and just prick her finger or prick his finger.
Yeah. You need to slice open the palm of his hand. Like, yeah, it's a common TV occurrence, cutting the palm, but there's like reasons why that's actually
there's that chemical in like fake knives, and it reacts to like your skin, and you do it on your palm, I guess, because it won't go everywhere. But I don't know. That's a lot of cutting for like 3 drops of blood.
Why not just actually gig?
All right, here's a little razor blade, Jeremy. You got to cut right on the hairline. You want to cut right on your hairline.
As it comes out of my mouth, I realize, wait, what did I just say?
You got to mix it. It mixes with your sweat, and it looks a lot like there's a lot more blood. Don't do one of those Abdullah the Butcher things. No.
Audience, please do not follow my instructions and actually blade for television. That's a bad idea.
Pro wrestlers will hide like a small razor blade in their arm tape, or some weirdos will do it in like their mouth.
Yeah, some real crazy bastards.
They'll like cut a little nick on their forehead, and they'll start bleeding like they got busted open in a match. But the cut is supposed to be really small, and it's supposed to heal up without any scars unless you do it wrong.
Yeah. Or you just do it so often that your forehead is just covered in
Your forehead
scars.
is like hamburger meat.
Yeah.
Go look up Devon Dudley.
Yeah, he is prime, like, messed up forehead.
His forehead is messed up, man. So
my point is that, like, in reality, it's a really bad idea to slice your palm.
Yeah, I think
probably due to nerve damage.
Not nerve damage. It's a very okay. So the skin on your palm is actually kind of floppy. I would say it's a little loose because you could kind of pull on it, stretch it.
Yeah.
But it means it also will have trouble staying closed when you want to, like, bandage it off. Because your palms make so much sweat that, like, the fucking Band-Aids would come off and you'll have to wrap it. So it might take a while to heal is the problem.
Yeah. Okay, that explains it.
Tyler is outside playing basketball while Wolf Like Me by TV on the radio plays.
He recognized it as Wolf Like Me by TV on the radio.
Yeah,
he did not need...
I played it in, like, that song plays in a couple of video games.
Probably a Forza Gamer or a Gran Turismo that he played.
Actually, let me see if I can remember.
I bet you it's probably listed somewhere on Wikipedia if they got a page for Wolf Like Me.
There's a video game soundtrack wiki, and I could tell you the exact game I heard it in. It
was it
Need,
Project Gotham Racing 4?
It was Need for Speed Pro Street.
There we go. It's also in Driver San Francisco and The Crew.
The Crew, which got shut down, and now no one can play it.
It was also in Battle of the Bands and Guitar Hero 5. That's the Guitar Hero they were playing.
Battle of the Band.
Battle of the Bands.
Was it like a fucking ripoff?
It was a Wii game by THQ.
Wii game by THQ that was like a knockoff of fucking
Guitar Hero, yeah.
Of Guitar Hero, and it was all covers.
By Planet Moon Studio. Was it all covers?
Yeah.
They didn't even have the originals? Oh my god, the originals.
The originals.
It was made by Planet Moon Studios, who did Afterburner Black Falcon.
That game wasn't bad.
The Brain Quest grades, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6.
That is some shovelware.
Drawn to Life, the next chapter. Tangled, the video game.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is not like a major company right here.
Yeah, it looks like they mostly just did like they either did ports or like fucking shovelware.
The founding members of Planet Moon Studios also made the first-person shooter MDK.
MDK all fucking day.
All fucking day. Well, funny thing is, one of the designers on MDK, his name is Nick. So we'll try to get out of the.
And then Tyler does a slam dunk on a basketball, and he just like he doesn't jump that high, but he just goes just slam dunk.
It's a werewolf playing basketball.
Oh man, whoa!
A teenage werewolf playing basketball, like some sort of teen wolf.
I hope he doesn't say slurs.
Oh my god. Oh jeez, yeah. Really hope that Tyler doesn't go that route.
Yeah, don't say it.
Please don't.
While Bonnie's doing the map thing, she gets a nosebleed, and like everyone gets worried for a second, but you know, she just wipes it off and keeps going. She also like wait, no, that's later. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Tyler talks to Caroline again and is like, hey, you're lying. Stop lying. And Caroline's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So she walks away and Tyler grabs her by the hand and she fucking spins around and puts him in an arm lock.
Starts damn near pops his shoulder right out.
It's like, yeah, you're real inconspicuous about this. And it's like, you're stronger than me?
You're super strong? What?
And he's like, I'm not going to tell you anything. Shut up. And then he gets mad and he kicks a trash can really hard and sets off a car alarm across the parking lot.
Man, he's going to do real good as a kicker for the football team that doesn't exist anymore because the coach died.
I saw a sign.
That means we don't have
they never hired a new football coach.
They never hired a new football coach, and they still haven't taken down any of the signs for the Timberwolves.
Damon and
renovations cost too much.
Damon and Stefan are going to drive out to that random house in the fucking south of Virginia.
Yeah, somebody probably has the town memorized and will be like, actually, it was in here, and we will appreciate that if you do.
I don't think anyone has ever commented on anything we've done yet.
No, but we did get 100 views on an episode.
That doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a big fucking deal.
When you hover just below the double digits, 100 views is a hell of a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know why you watched that one episode and not the other ones, but you know, I'm not going to blame you.
No, we want to know. We're very grateful that you guys even watched the episode. What the hell?
Was it the picture of the hamburger helper man?
The crazy thing is that the next episode has no views, like the most recent one.
It's got 32, actually.
Oh, it's got 32?
Yeah.
That's still pretty good, though.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I don't think it counts my own views, though. I watched it once.
So 31, basically, or 32. But yeah, we're so appreciative that you guys stuck around.
Damon's got a vervain grenade from Alaric Saltzman, but I guess Alaric Saltzman, his actor, was just not in this episode today.
He's not here, so
Stefan keeps trying to get him
Probably credited despite not being in the episode.
Tried to get him to road trip Bond, but Damon doesn't want to.
I'll jump out of this car, I swear to God.
Despite the fact the blood went over like a city on the map, there's only one house on like Bing Maps because they're using Bing Maps.
It's true. They don't say that they're gonna Google map it. Did they say Bing?
No, they just show a map.
They just show a map.
And I assume Bing Maps has a map by Bing.
Does Bing have a map? Wait. Let's see. Does Bing have a map function? Let's see. Does Bing have a Maps app? Bing Map apps are there for Map apps button in the Bing Maps Explore bar. Okay, there is Bing Maps.
Yes, Bing Maps. Bing Maps. Bing Maps sounds real weird, actually.
It was launched in 2005 originally as Live Search Maps. And I guess they just merged it into Bing at some point down the road.
Yes.
In 2009, it was rebranded to Bing Maps. But yeah, I think like Damon at one point threatens that he will leave this whole road trip, and we joked about, I will jump out of this car right the hell now.
Yeah, and then I linked a GIF of like in an episode of like I think it was either Top Gear or the Grand Tour where Clarkson just gets out of his car.
Dude, Clarkson just actively gets out of the car
and like hits the floor, hits the road. He also says George Michael before he does
George Michael.
Probably a reference to something, but yeah, I don't know that much context on that.
Yeah.
So, Caroline's home, but her mom's missing. And then Tyler shows up again.
Is this really the next scene? I forgot.
No, hold on. Back.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's a little later because.
So they use Elena's hairbrush to send a burned up piece of paper, and then like Bonnie's spell gets all weird, and she starts bleeding from her fucking face, and then falls over.
Yeah, she passes out. And, like, again, there's more fire involved with Bonnie. At least this time she was planning to just set the paper on fire so it would turn into ash. And then
the British lady talks about the original.
The original.
And that her name is Rose, and the other guy's Trevor.
Yes. This is the title character of Rose. Trevor does not get to have a title.
Yeah, fuck Trevor.
Fuck him.
She says that she was going to hook up with Stefan 100 years ago, but she preferred bad boys. And they wanted to use Elena as a bargaining chip because she's a doppelganger of Katerina / Catherine. And
it's
that means
really
that,
weird how
like,
they kind of like say it.
You could use her to break the vampire curse, I guess? Is it for everyone or just the person who kills her?
Yeah, it's like, I think it is, they need the blood of a doppelganger to break the curse of the sun and the moon. And the moonstone is what binds the curse.
But if her blood breaks the curse, wouldn't her blood be binding the curse and not the moonstone?
No, it's more that they need the blood to enact the spell, I guess, to break the curse. The binding is that the moonstone is the anchor.
Eat it.
And what?
So you eat the moonstone?
Do you eat anchors?
Some people probably do.
Ash, what did you think I said?
It looks like you can eat it.
Ash, how many times have I had to tell you not to eat soap?
I've done it at least once. It gives you diarrhea.
Exactly. God damn it, you're not going to become a werewolf by eating the moonstone.
Please, Yahoo Answers. I've been eating soap for 4 years and I'm still not a werewolf. Please reply. I am shitting my brains out. I want to howl at the moon like Ozzy Osbourne on that one album cover, except he was just like weirdly hairy and not a werewolf in that one.
He was barking at the moon also.
And he was going, arr, arr, arr.
Exactly. He was going ar 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 at
This
the
is
moon.
all in this is all in the Yahoo Answers post.
This is all continuing the Yahoo Answers like bar type
Just
out
this unhinged rambling about eating soap and having diarrhea in Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay, so to circle back to the case about the moonstone is what is keeping the curse on active.
Yeah,
and you
but
need
if
the blood
you
to
get rid of the moonstone, you wouldn't need the blood.
well, you need the blood to get rid of the moonstone.
Yeah, but what if you could just eat it?
It's not a solution.
You haven't tried yet.
No, I don't. I say as if I wasn't drinking like fucking little Dixie cups of water with chasers of soap as a kid.
Yeah, I fucking used to make potions. Or actually, I used to make I would just go to my fucking sister's bathroom and I would just start pouring shit into a little thing of mini M&Ms and then I would put it in the freezer and try to lick it because I thought it was medicine.
The fact that you were trying to consume medicine as a child is also concerning.
No, it was shampoo and it was shampoo and perfume and
but you thought it was like medicine.
well, it tasted like medicine when you licked it.
but you see what I mean though? How it's worse that you were trying to consume medicine.
I thought I thought it was either that or deodorant. I would make deodorant with it, but all my sister would do when I gave them to her is she would empty them out and then fart into the container and then give it back. And it's where'd my potion go? And it's nope, it farts. This is all true.
Why did you just drop a Ryan Haley lore bomb on me here?
I was 9 or 9 or 10 around this period.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
but
yeah, she would fart into little fucking mini M&M containers and then give them to me because I would be "Look, I made a potion."
Hope you all are enjoying this review of the Vampire Diaries Season 2, Episode 8. I'm trying to make a point here about the difference between binding a curse and breaking a curse.
Yeah, and I'm helping.
He's helping, I guess.
I'm helping.
Okay. So the point is that they need the blood to end the curse, which is bound to the moonstone. So they're probably going to do a whole ass ritual to destroy the moonstone, which can't be destroyed under normal circumstances because it is a magical artifact and not just a soap bar that they bought at a Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah, but what if you just try to bite a chunk out of it?
I assume that the logic of the show is that you'll break your teeth on it.
Yeah, but what if you have super strong vampire teeth?
Damn it.
You could just fucking break it off like you're biting into a stick of speed stick. Just
Your solution to every problem can't be just eat it.
I'm not saying eat it. I'm saying try to eat it. That's different. Caroline's home.
Caroline's home.
Tyler's there. Tyler's in her house. He tackles her when she tries to, because he's "You're a werewolf," and then she's ha ha ha, and then he tackles her and knocks over a painting. And he's
smacks the wall, and she eventually just flips him around and does the vampire face at him.
Trevor calls Elena Doppelicious. Which is the worst name.
The scene with Caroline and Tyler just kind of ends after, he runs off and he's "You're not a werewolf.
You're the other thing."
"No, I'm not." What? And now we get back to Doppelicious.
The originals are after Rose and Trevor over here because Catherine sucks.
Yes, they have upset somebody in the originals, and they're tired of running, and they're going to try and bargain for the Moonstone or something.
Now, if they got a package of mini M&Ms and then filled it with vervain and froze it, do you think that would be enough to catch Elijah off guard here?
Well, they'd have to get him to lick whatever the concoction you've just suggested.
Well, yeah, same. You make a potion.
I don't think Elijah's going to fall for that.
No, and I don't think he's good at farting it either.
Also, they'd have to pour the vervain themselves one day, and that seems like a bad idea for vampires.
Well, as long as you got it in like a container.
Unless they make Elena do it.
Elena, go put these in the freezer.
Pour vervain into this packet of mini M&Ms. Into this cylinder of mini M&Ms.
Why mini M&Ms? It's just what we had.
And then put it in the freezer.
Put it in the freezer.
You know, when I was a kid, I just mixed peanut butter and chocolate syrup and just stuff that into the freezer.
Also, I
like
thought that like if I could make a taco,
like
but instead of like meat, it's just cheese and ketchup, that I could patent it and sell it to people, and then like my mom would be like, "Wow, that sounds like such a good idea." And then I'm like, "Oh, you want one of my tacos, my pizza tacos?" And she's like, "No." And I never thought about why.
Can I take a moment to question why child you thought that ketchup was on pizza?
Nick Fighter, I was one of those kids who thought he was smart. But, you know, thought being a pretty big anchor word in that.
Much like a moonstone.
Much like a moonstone.
Alright. Goddamn. Fuck were we?
They're in deep shit because Catherine sucks, and then Bonnie's fine again, and Jeremy gets her some water, and it's like magic hurts your brain, and it causes your brain to start bleeding and shit.
Just bleed out the nose and pass out, and it feels like we're really trying to sell the fucking Jeremy Bonnie ship.
Yeah, they're like lingering, and there's music every time they're like staring at each other, and like Jeremy watches her when she sleeps.
And it's just like, I'm not feeling it, man.
Elena's sad and gets a message on the paper that like Stefan and Damon are coming to save you. B. We kept joking that the message just says pee pee poo poo. Because Jeremy's an idiot. Not Jeremy's an idiot, but Jeremy's like
immature.
He's immature.
I wonder if we could edit. I wonder if there's a screen cap of that message, and then we could just edit it so it has big buttons.
That's the fucking screenshot right there.
Oh my god! We got one.
So what do you want it to say?
I wanted to edit out. Stefan and Damon are coming for you. Leave the B, but just put in dick butt.
I can do that, I think.
We are not the incongruity between the presenters and the no doubt target audience of this podcast.
That's the selling point. We could just be like two girls in their like mid to late 20s talking about like a show that was on the CW.
We could be going for an actual nostalgia trip here.
But no, we're just two dumbasses.
We're just two dumbasses.
We're just making fart jokes.
Making fart jokes and talking about eating soap.
Talking about eating soap for over 10 minutes. And then people who want to watch like, oh, I wonder what this review of the Vampire Diaries is about. And they get to the 30-minute mark, and they're like, I want to die.
Like Mr. Muffin.
That's what these hot idiots are.
That's welcome to the podcast. You should have ran earlier.
Welcome to the podcast. You're welcome / I'm sorry.
You're welcome / I'm sorry.
We're not even haters. We can't even you can't even do the fucking stupid EFAP thing where you pause each thing we say and then bitch about it for like 20 minutes. No, it's
because we actually are enjoying this is actually a good episode.
It's a pretty good episode. We just suck.
We are just losing our minds here.
I gotta go
Oh,
find a
man.
dick butt now.
All right, well, while we're at it, let's see. So, where the fuck were we? I ask a second time because
Damon is slurping on a Kool-Aid jammer
oh yeah,
in the car.
they're having sippies of blood. They're passing the blood because like Seven's like, I want some blood.
I want some blood, and it's like, oh, I thought you were gonna be like Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Like, I've been dosing blood. I want to get stronger so I can protect Elena. And David's
Like,
like,
Elena know about this?
I miss the old Stefan who just like fucking murdered people for no reason.
Who'd shotgun a human with me?
Shotgun a human. That's when you stab them in the ankles and then hold them upside down and drink
Yes.
blood from their mouth.
Yes.
That is how you shotgun a human.
Gotta hang him from the tree.
You gotta hang him from the tree and go, oh, chug, chug, chug. Do a keg stand, but with humans.
Keg stand, but with humans, yes.
Keg stand, but with humans is my next album.
Yes.
Damon,
Yeah.
Stefan's like, I have something to live for, and that's why I don't just like fucking, I don't butt chug humans.
You know, that's a sentence right there. I don't butt chug humans.
I'm just trying to equate vampirism with frat life, and like the deeper I get into this metaphor, the worse it gets.
It gets so much worse. But also, Seven admits that Elena lets him drink her blood.
It doesn't look like fucking blood, by the way. It looks like a fucking Kool-Aid.
It does.
Trevor's acting all weird about this hostage trade thing, and Rose insists they're family. But like he's gonna kill me, isn't he? And she's like, he's not gonna kill you, Trevor.
Trevor's super nervous about the contact they made, who's gonna make the trade off or whatever.
Then the door creaks open, and with like fucking almost organ ass music, this dude with like a bowl cut and like he's in like a fucking 3-piece tuxedo shows up.
Doesn't have a bowl cut, does he?
Kind of.
He's got a fringe going on here.
He's got a little bit of a fringe, and like
the screen cap I have of him makes him look like Tyler Breeze.
And he's got a serious like fucking cleft on his chin.
Yeah, no, he's got some strong butt chin here. No, really, look at that. That kind of does look like Tyler Breeze, doesn't it?
It looks like Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
You're not even a real journalist. I know that's Fandango, but they were together.
You're not even a real vampirism.
You're not even a real vampirism.
So many wrestling references. I used to like try to explain these to you. I've given up on that job.
You could just look up "you're not even a real journalism," and I think it's like the first clip.
Yeah, that'll probably help. And you can probably look up Tyler Breeze and see the resemblance.
Yeah, I said it.
God, actually, it looks like him when he's in like the GM mode suit.
He does.
Too. Yeah, it's very close to the same suit. I think it's just a different like tie.
Elijah neumes at Elena after he comes in.
Just super serious neume.
And then he just starts smelling her like a weirdo.
Well, before that, we have a back and forth with like Rose and Elijah because they're like kind of they're giving the exposition to him, and this dude is great. Like we like I said back early on, we first really started understanding the Vampire Diaries through the Jenny Nicholson video.
And she was really excited about this guy. One, his haircut sucked. But two, like, he seemed like a vampire. He was very vampire-y.
He's an old school kind of vampire. And, like, yeah, the hype is real. This dude's great.
Dude's legit.
He's so calm and composed and just like,
Yeah, let me go
like, you can believe.
Let me go find his actor.
What was that?
I'm finding his actor.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Giles. Okay.
Daniel Gillies.
Yeah, he's good.
He's real good. Like, he just gives such a great like energy of of just like he has definitely lived for hundreds of years. We've just seen it all. Nothing really phases him, and that he's in complete control of the situation.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Honestly, I like him.
Yeah.
So he says that like they're we're all good. Like me and you Rose are good. And Trevor's like, yeah, but are we good? And he's like,
Uh,
are we good?
He's very much trying to get forgiveness, and he's like begging for. He's like, I'm sorry, I failed you. I trusted Catherine when I shouldn't have, and all that sort of stuff.
And he's like, where's the loyalty? And then he apologizes again. And then Elijah bitch slaps his head off.
Slaps his head clean off, and it's like, holy shit. And this immediately like showcases just the sheer difference, because they talked about how being like he's a much older like vampire, he'll be super strong. Just the fact that he didn't even need like a whoosh effect around his arm when he slapped Trevor's head clean off.
Yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, Rose is like, what the fuck? But
like,
he takes Elena and runs off. But Stefan and Damon are there.
Well, he also rips the necklace off of Elena and compels her, because I think she...
Yeah, he rips off her vervain necklace because she just has that out in the open or some shit instead of being like in a flask or something on her body.
Just something like some sort of like extra layer to protect it.
Like put it in a shirt.
And I think
like,
the
stick
crazy
it
part
in your
is,
shirt.
like the reason he does that is so she'll tell him where the moonstone is, because that was her bargaining chip.
Yeah, she was gonna bargain like, I'll tell you where the moonstone is if you let me live. And he
compels her.
Where's the moonstone? And she's like, it's with Catherine.
In a grave with Catherine. It's in a tomb with Catherine.
Interesting.
Katharina. He calls her Katharina, which we think is her name before she anglicized it into
Yeah, because she is from vague Eastern Europe.
She is from vague Eastern European country and is Katarina Petrova.
I think she's Romanian, actually.
Yeah, she might be Romanian. I think I saw on the wiki it listed that she was a traveler.
We'll get there.
We will get there, folks.
Stefan and Damon talk about how Damon thinks that Stefan's either going to bitch out or get murdered in that house, and just Stefan's like, I'm going.
I'm going in, and I mean they've got like I think he said like Damon said there's like 500 years or something like of like
500-year experience difference between
and strength difference
them and this dude.
And like you got 500 years worth of like developing anti-vampire weapons in that bag, so I think they might have the advantage.
Maybe like if they get the drop on him. So they get in the house after they're talking because they get distracted. Like there's a glass shattering sound as Rose tries to confront Elijah.
It's so cold.
Oh my God! He's walking. He's talking.
He's gonna stomp a mud hole in that vampire. Walk it dry.
Come here, some bitch vampires. Bam, bam.
I know how to deal with you. I fought Gangrel.
I fought Gangrel. You're gonna drop that mysterious liquid on me. That viscous liquid.
Viscous liquid. I know all about you and your gothic lifestyle.
Now where's that some bitch Edge?
I'ma get him and his brother, who isn't his brother.
He's not his brother, but he kinda is his brother. So Stefan zooms around, and then Elijah gets shot in the hand. And then Elena tries to bargain.
Right in the hand.
Elena is like slips away because they grab Elena while they're like confused. And then they like whisper the plan to Elena, and Elena comes back out and she's like, "Hey, don't hurt my friends. I'll go with you peacefully. Like, just leave them alone. We're good." So Elijah starts walking up, and then she throws a grenade at him.
Oh yeah, she throws the vervain grenade right in his face. Flashbangs him.
She flashbangs him and like turns him into hamburger, but he heals so fast that it's gone.
He's not hamburger for long. We can't even grab the hamburger helper fast enough before he's already healed.
We can't even grab the hamburger helper fast enough because that shit is regenerating faster than like a fucking Demon Slayer character.
Yeah.
But, they get the drop on him again, and just Damon stabs him in the heart and shoves him against the back door.
He plugs Stefan just like fires off so many rounds from this gun into him.
Yeah.
and he doesn't seem to affect him until he gets this like rammed
He
through
breaks
with
off
like
he breaks off a coat rack into like a spear, like a stake. But like
yeah, like a spear stake.
I
Yeah,
think they use it against him.
they get it against him and they put him up against the wall,
And
and he's
apparently
just
and then
oh,
his
he's up against the
face
door.
then his face gets all fucked and he's dead apparently.
He's down. He's dead, I guess. And we were just like, nah, man, he can't be dead. He was so strong. He couldn't have taken him down that easily.
And they were like, "Oh,
But
there's got to be some kind of twist here." And then
it's got to be a
and
fake
then
out.
we cut to Jeremy as Elena just is home.
Speaking of spear, I forgot. That's what Stefan also does. He spears like Elijah off the stairs during
Yeah,
the
he
fight.
fucking spears him off the stairs.
It's amazing. Yeah, we wrap all that up and like let's
Jeremy
get you
and her
home, and
hug,
then immediately,
Bonnie's asleep at their house.
like they immediately.
Damon's partaking in a bit of day drinking, and Stefan shows up and is like, "Hey, we should call this off. We're brothers, and I'm sorry about turning you into a vampire, but I needed my brother."
Sorry, but it's also I'm sorry. I just want to go back because we cut to like a commercial break transition but there's no commercial because
My
Peacock.
mind.
In the mirror of my mind.
HBO
But
Max.
like, and in that transition period, they're just immediately got Elena home.
She's just home.
She's just home. We don't even have like a scene of them driving her there. It's just like, all right, here you
They're
go.
not even
home.
like driving in the car of like, "Are you okay?" No, nothing like that. It's just Elena's
no, they're
home.
just back. All right, and that's when we get to the day drinking and just like, hey, sorry, like let's try to be brothers again.
Like Cody Rhodes and his brother. Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a partner. I need my brother. I don't need... And then they hug.
And speaking of day drinking,
Caroline's like, "Drinking's good for you now." And then
drinking really helps with the pain.
She pours the teenager Tyler a glass and is like, "Yeah, let's drink."
They gotta talk about being a vampire, being a werewolf,
being a vampire, being a werewolf. And she's like, "Oh, do you know anyone who's also a vampire?" And Caroline lies, is like, "Nope."
No, just me.
He doesn't know who's a werewolf. He doesn't know anyone who's a werewolf, and he feels alone.
Well, he knows his Uncle Mason's a werewolf, but he left to Florida.
Yep, Florida.
Florida. Took a job offer there.
He wants a super promise from Tyler that he won't tell anybody. Meanwhile, Stefan's back at the house and he's alone, and then someone whooshes around, and apparently whooshing around is just how vampires say hi to each other. They don't knock.
Well, we don't know that for sure because Stefan grabs a steak because he's like, "Who's there?"
Who invited Rose into the house?
Well, no. Well, they don't need to invite anyone because it's a vampire house.
Oh.
No, it's the vampires don't need to invite other vampires into the house. They need to invite humans in.
Who has the deed to the house?
No one owns it because the guy who owned it died, I guess. So it's a vampire domain.
Fucking Logan Fell couldn't get into his own house unless he was just really stupid.
Well, he lives alone, and I guess I don't know.
So if two vampires live in a house, then you could come in. But if one vampire lives at a house, no one can come in.
I guess so.
Whatever. I don't even know if inviting in even is a subject that was been spoken about this entire fucking season.
No, I don't think it's brought up as much.
Stefan grabs a steak and it's Rose. And she's talking to Stefan because she knows Lexi, and Lexi told her that Stefan's a good dude. And that they could help each other. To protect everyone from the originals and Klaus.
Klaus is the one
also
she
look
really.
Out for Soren.
Yes.
And the other members of Aqua.
Renee and Lene. Exactly.
I'm a Barbie
girl. Klaus is the one she emphasizes as the real danger of the originals.
Damon shows up in Elena's room and some sad music starts playing, and he's like, "I'm going to give you this Vervain necklace back, but first I'm going to do a thing. I got to tell you something that's really important. Pee pee poo poo, Elena.
No, he tells her that he loves her, and then, but also now I'm gonna make you forget that I said
I'm gonna
that.
make you forget I said that because I want you to be with Stefan now. And the song was like, I made a mistake, and the song's like, I'm wrong.
I was wrong. This is another great example of the on the nose like music choices that are going on here.
And Elijah's actually, he just comes back to life in the dusty old house they left him in, and he's like, well, that sucked.
He gets the big steak out of his chest, and it's like, oh, thank God they faked it out. I thought he was just actually dead, and then we weren't gonna have any more Elijah.
And that's the end of the episode. Yeah.
That's the end of the episode. All right, well.
I am interested in the originals. It's just, I love vampire lore when, like, the age of the vampire matters, because, like, in Vampire the Masquerade, it's like, how many generations from Cain are you in?
Yeah, how far from Cain are you? Like, and the higher, like the closer you are, the more powerful you are as a vampire.
Yeah, that really matters, and it kind of makes, like, this weird vampire caste system that I think makes it pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely, and just
and not
the
like
way
the
they
fucking
showcase.
Volturi who are just Vatican, just Protestant, not Protestant.
Yeah,
Catholic.
they're just the Vatican
They're just
as
Catholic
vampires. And there's nothing that really indicates that they are in any way stronger
or gooder at anything. I guess they got abilities, but like the Cullens also have abilities, so not really.
I guess strength in numbers here, but like with Elijah, you get it just from one simple just smack.
He bitch slapped that guy's head off, and like
head right off.
Rose bitch slapped Elena, and she's got her face still on her face.
I think does Elijah not slap Elena at some point as well, or
no? He just tries to like arrest.
Oh, he just rips the vervain off her, like he rips the necklace off of her, which also is a pretty good display of like his power because he could just grab a thing of vervain, necklace without even
get this shit off.
Didn't even hurt him. He survived a full-on staking. Took the vervain grenade to the face. Took several rounds and it didn't even phase him. It seemed like.
Yeah, that's
who
cool.
Knows, and who knows what those fucking bullets are made of? I think they're made of wood or silver or something like that.
I think they're wood.
Yeah, they're wooden bullets because wood affects vampires. That's right.
Stake gun.
Yeah.
The songs for this episode are "We Rule the World" by Dragonette. I think they use Dragonette a lot. Wolf by Me.
Dragonette seems very.
Wolf Like Me by TV on the Radio. As seen in Need for Speed Pro Street.
Yes, and Battle of the Bands. But it's a cover version.
Blood by Editors. In My Veins by Andrew Bell.
They really like Editors as well.
Love Song by Cruel Black Dove.
They're really pushing Cruel Black Dove this season.
Ocean Wide by The Afters. And I Was Wrong by Sleepers.
Sleeper Star. I was
Star.
wrong.
They sound like the most, like, adult alternative fucking Coldplay.
Yeah.
Vaguely Coldplay-esque band that I've ever heard of. There's a lot of bands that sound like that.
Oh, yeah. This very Snow Patrol, if you will.
Snow Patrol, yeah, that's another one that's pretty close. You know, that kind of... I don't know why... Like, I like Coldplay, but there's a lot of bands that kind of sound like a slightly worse Coldplay.
Yeah.
And some of Coldplay's new albums aren't that great. The old ones were good. So, that's the end of the most inane fucking episode of These Hot Idiots you've ever listened to.
We would like to apologize for the absolute insanity you have just heard. We promise you that there is a Vampire Diaries episode review in this.
Yeah,
and
you'll just have to find it.
And that is that we actually really enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of fun.
I'd give this episode a 7.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was a good episode.
It's not a video game review 7 where 7 means average. 7 means, no, it's good.
No, it means good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so that should do it for us. You can find us on YouTube. Yep. You can find us anywhere you get a podcast.
Also, yes.
We have our individual Tumblrs, Mega Fighter Free for Free and Ashe Nightshade.
Yeah, where I post about my weird dreams and not much else.
Yes, and also what the weird things that the YouTube algorithm will recommend him.
Yeah, I have a series called just Things YouTube Wants Me to Watch.
And meanwhile, I will just
Right
kind of
now, it's
post.
been constantly suggesting I watch Has Been Hotel, and I'm not there for it. I'm sorry.
We're waiting on the next Amazing Digital Circus episode.
Yeah, apparently there's some controversy with them, but I don't know. I haven't really
I don't know.
I haven't looked into it.
It just seems all right. Anyway, that should do it.
Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama.
Yes, unfortunately, we learned the news just before starting the watching session.
Yeah, and
Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama.
I don't want to like muddy that with like jokes or anything, but yeah, fucking that sucks.
That really does suck.
Well, see you next week.
See you next week, folks.
Big chungus, big chungus, big chungus, big chungus, big chungus.